morning sun is blazing, colours fill the sky. What a day for lazing, to watch the world go by. Blackbirds singing sweetly in the trees, squirrels leave their cover, children's laughter floating in the breeze as they chase one another. Such a very pretty place to be, down on Hampton Green. Down to Hampton Green we'll go, down to Hampton Green. Such a very pretty place to be, down on Hampton Green. The church of old Saint Theodore welcomes everyone. Father leads the singing, hymns for old and young. Lunchtime finds him at the railway bell, with his beer and ploughman's, different songs and different tales to tell from all the folks around him. Such a very friendly place to be, down on Hampton Green. Down to Hampton Green we'll go, down to Hampton Green. Such a very friendly place to be, down on Hampton Green. Sweet Father Thames flows softly at the dimming of the day. He bears all our burdens, carries them away. The night is still, the air is smelling sweet from all the trees and flowers. All I hear is my heartbeat from nature's own sweet bower. Such a very peaceful place to be, down on Hampton Green. Down to Hampton Green we'll go, down to Hampton Green. Such a very peaceful place to be, down on Hampton Green.
Hi, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the FolkOclock Show. Clearly, we've got people in the studio with us this evening, and I'm in no doubt they're going to be misbehaving all night, so I shall apologise now. Anyway, I hope you're all well. Oof, I'm out of breath. I always wonder whether I'm organised and whether everything is ready. It's always a little bit nerve-wracking, but I'm hoping all the technology. I'm hoping all of the technology. We have someone else in the studio with us. Goodness gracious me! How to never get invited again. I hope you're all well. This is our 40th show. And we've got a great show lined up for you this evening. We have 12 acts this evening, and 8 of those acts are live. We've got 2 of the acts here in the FolkOclock studio, and we've also got 2 live acts coming all the way from the posh side of Fleet, from Ivey Media. For the observant ones out there, we've been playing around with the technology between John and I. And the quality of the audio and the video linked between our 2 studios should be considerably better than it's been in the past. So any lovely remarks and comments made in the chat may actually win you a prize in the raffle this evening. Not that we're picky and biased and all of that kind of thing. So yeah, we got 12 acts, 8 live acts. What else have I got to say? Lynn's staring at me, trying to put me off. It's going to be a great show. We have the free raffle at half-time. We've got the music quiz coming from Ivey Media, and it's free drinks all night. At the moment, I only have a hot ginger tea or whatever it's called, which is yuck, she says, which is actually quite delicious and very healthy. And I've just realised that I have not been and put a shirt on this evening, so I am in my T-shirt. I do apologise. We're having a casual day because the weather is lovely. It's 25 degrees in the studio. And every time we have a FolkOclock show, we take it in turns to have the hosts of our local folk clubs kick off proceedings with a couple of songs. Last time we got together, it was, of course, Ballsbridge Online 2021, and we had Felix and Kathy Kelly kicking off the show for us then. And tonight, it is the turn of the wonderful Gary and Sherryl Payne from the Windmill Acoustic Sessions. I'm sure everybody is. I certainly am hoping that we will be back to the folk clubs real soon. So that is enough from me. I'm going to have a little look here at the wonderful profile picture here of Gary and Sherryl. I say it every week. It's a wonderful picture because I took it myself. We're going to go all the way across to somewhere in the middle of Farnborough to Gary and Sherryl Payne. Let's have some love and likes. Come in, Gary and Sherryl.
You're too kind.
Hi,
you're just
everybody.
Too kind.
And unlike Ballsbridge, we might actually have the sound unmuted tonight. Sorry about that, everyone. But we did have the sun out. We couldn't see the screen. Certainly couldn't see anybody waving at us. So there you go. Anyway, that's the way it is.
So Cheryl's going to sing a song that you might have heard by a guy called Roland Keating, but actually it was written by a guy called Keith Whitley, who then had the rights bought by Alison Krauss, and then she sold it to Roland Keating, and she made $1 million.
She didn't sell him the rights. He had to pay her.
Oh dear, how sad no more.
And that's why she got rich.
So you might recognise it. Do sing along in every corner of the earth. It goes something like this.
It's amazing how you can see right through my heart. Without saying a word, you light up the dark. Try as I may, I could never explain what I see when you don't say a thing. The smile on your face lets me know that you're near me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you'll catch me whenever I fall. You say it best when you say nothing at all. All day long I can hear people talking aloud, but when you hold me near, you drown out the crowds. Oh, Mr. Webster could never define what's been said between your heart and mine. Your smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you'll catch me whenever I fall. You say it best when you say nothing at all. The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you'll catch me whenever I fall. You say it best when you say nothing at all.
Green room.
Fabulous.
Other way around.
So I've got to be brutally honest. Someone will tell me who wrote this song. I've got a sneaky feeling it happened to be Bob Dylan.
Oh, really?
But please someone tell me later. Anyway. Right. This is really a winter song, but there we are.
Is it?
We'll close the door lightly when you go.
Let's only go out.
You can leave now. Anyway, this is goes something like this. Turn around and don't whisper out my name for like a breeze. It might stir a dying flame. I need someone. If it eases you to know, so close the door lightly when you go. Take the tear from someone else's eyes, they wound like glass, and they cut like wounded knives. And memories are drifting like the snow. So close the door lightly when you go. Who was the one who wasted time? Who was the one who changed my mind? Who was the one who made me feel unkind? So fare thee well, sweet love of mine. Don't look back, for whence you once have been, look straight ahead. If you're walking in the rain, find the light. And if yourself you know, so close the door lightly when you go. time. Who was the one who stole my mind? Who was the one who made me feel unkind? So fare thee well, sweet love of mine. So fare thee well, sweet love of mine. So hand you back to you, show. Thank you.
I love you, Gary.
Glad you can hear it
And
this time.
Sherryl, I forgot for a minute.
Oh, she's saying she loves now.
The fabulous. There's a lot of shouting in the green room. Let's knock that.
Really?
Let's knock that. We're only 2 songs in, and it's all getting out of control here in the green room. The fabulous Gary and Sherryl Payne. Guys, when you're serious, you sound great. We were so. I wasn't supposed to say that. I was thinking that. I wasn't supposed to say it. But anyway,
We're
we
not
said
on
it.
mute.
We're not on mute. So I'd like to say hello, Mum. Thanks very much for coming online. Mum's been in the hospital, but she's on the mend, and Mum has just moved into a new house, and I've seen a video of it, and it looks absolutely fantastic. So lots of love, Mum. We will hopefully catch up with you soon. Also, the Lady of Loch Lochy is online with us, Jan Moncrief. Jan, I hope you are well. Anna Bass is online with us. Peter Barnsley. Peter, I hope you got your... Did you leave your keys or your phone or your credit card or something? You were out the other night and Mike Crabbers was trying to get hold of you. Who else have we got? Bob Tidbury's online with us. Gene Orford's online. Superstar Steve Selwood, and we're going to hear from Steve later on in the show. Right, woohoo! Right, let's have a look at the profile picture of our next act this evening. Now, it's a pre-recorded act, and it's James Drury. Now, there's a Jimmy Drury who comes to the Windmill acoustic sessions, and this is clearly not him. This is James Drury, who I believe is a friend, I think, of Reg Pearce's. Are we looking for a thumbs up from Reg? Yes. He doesn't make out that you're one of his friends, but clearly you think he's one of yours. Anyway, this particular song, I was listening back through songs, and James wrote and recorded this song and sent it to me, and it's called The River. I think it's a beautiful song, and it's a very sad song. Do listen to the words. Let's have some love and likes for James Drury, The River.
Song I wrote called The River. While they all sat around in a circle, singing songs and retelling lies, an old man sat quietly watching with misty and tear-stained eyes. He dreamed the last night while sleeping he was back in another time, when friendships were new, were people he knew, and he was a man in his prime. An old man turned to the circle. He said, "Boys, I've got something to say about years that long since are over and days that are fading away. Well, I never was one for the ladies, I never could put on a show. But there's one I remember, her face I still see, she stays with me wherever we go. Meet me tonight by the river, down where the waters are wide, while the moonlight shines through the branches and the stars on the water collide. We'll walk by the river together, and our hearts will beat as one. We can share this moment forever in love till our days are done." The boys all turned to their glasses and turned and stared at the floor. The old man stood to leave them, made his way to the door. He said, "This is my time for leaving, but one thing before I go. Don't cling to the past, it'll haunt you more than you ever will know. He left the circle in silence and made his way down through the town. Over the bridge at midnight to where the waters are wide. They found him early next morning with his arms round a dream from his past, and his fingers a note that he'd written just said, together at last. Meet me tonight by the river, down where the waters are wide, while the moonlight shines through the branches and the stars on the water collide. We'll walk by the river together, and our hearts will beat as one. We can share this moment forever in love till our days are done. Share this moment forever in love till our days are done.
Yay, fabulous.
Lovely.
That.
Yeah, wonderful.
Thank you, Doris. That is a beautiful and sad song. James Drury there with The River, a self-penned song from James. Yeah, I think it's a beautiful. I love a beautiful sad song. We've got Sally Brooke with us this evening, all the way from California. Thank you as always, Sally. And just for the ladies who are out there, we have got with us tonight that great big hunk of Scottish sexiness, none other than Mr. Jim McLean. Lynn, Lynn is very pleased. Anyway, Jim, I hope you're well, and I'm really pleased that you could join us this evening. We are going to go across to kick off tonight's music quiz. Let me just have a little look to see whether we are ready. We are ready in the green room. He's looking fine. He's got a wonderful shirt on, as always. Let's find out what our first two questions are this evening on the music quiz, all the way live from Ive Tech Media. Come in, John Ive.
Okay, everybody, and welcome to the quiz tonight. I'm super excited because not only are we doing the quiz, and as Joe said, we've got this wonderful link going to his studio. Not only do we have the quiz, but we've also got two live acts in this studio. I'm a little bit worried about them because they've been drinking quite a lot already. But let me just introduce you very quickly to people you know very well. We've got Peter, we've got Mike, and we've got Stuart. Say hello, guys. Hello, guys. Evidence there that they have already had much too much to drink. Okay, although I think Lynn might be more trouble than Mike. I'm not sure, but he's working on it. Okay, the real business tonight is, or this moment in time, is the quiz. So let's take a look at the title slide for the quiz. And the subject tonight is Leading Ladies in Folk. I think this quiz, some of the questions are a bit harder than previous weeks, intentionally so, because I think I made it too easy. Some are very easy, some are a little bit harder. So the reason for mentioning that is that you don't have to get all the questions right. The winner could be one week someone who gets most of the questions right, or the most questions right. As always, there are 5 questions, and tonight's winner will win a bottle of Prosecco. How about that? Can I have a cheer from the crowd on the left? Hey! Yep. Prosecco. And I haven't told them the answers, and I'm not going to let them win either. Okay, so that's it. This first session, we're going to do 2 questions. So let's get started. Now, this one is all about Legion Leaf and Fairport Convention, of course. And the person I'm looking for is the lead singer. Legion Leaf was the 4th album from this group, Fairport Convention. And they had people like Dave Swarbrick and Dave Mattox. Dave Mattox played violin, mandolin and drums. And as I'm sure you're all very well aware, most of their songs are either traditional folk, Celtic, or their own original material in the same style. A total of 3 albums featured this lead singer. So was it Sandy Denny, Christine Perfect, or Maddie Pryor? Put your answers in the comments box, but wait until the next question so you can put the 2 answers together in the comments box, and all 4 of us will be taking note to make sure I don't make any more mistakes. Then on to question number 2, and this is where I think it gets a little bit harder. She started as a solo vocalist and she had rather mixed success. She sort of jumped between different record labels. She went to one, went to Polydor, went back to the other. And her father actually was equally famous. He wrote Dirty Old Town, and he wrote one of Roberta Flack's hit songs. She did reach number 2 in the UK charts with, Fairy Tale in New York. And that was with the Pogues. So I hope I've given you enough clues in that to tell me whether it was Frazey Ford, Trish Klein, or Kirsty MacColl. Was it Frazey Ford, Trish Klein, or Kirsty MacColl? So those are your 2 questions to get us started, and I'll be looking out for your answers, and I'm looking forward to some more great music. So back to you, Joe.
Wonderful. Thank you, John, very much. And for the eagle-eyed people out there and the guys with decent ears, I'm hoping you're noticing the quality of the audio and the video coming from Ivey Media. So basically, we've got a direct link between us now. So in shows gone by, the audio and the video had to come through Zoom. So now you're getting to see the real quality of the audio and the video coming from Ivey Media, which is fantastic. We had a little minor crisis in here a couple of seconds ago because I lost my pen underneath this week's Dirty Snacking. Sam has turned up. I bought an apple and an orange, and Sam has turned up with 5 packets of crisps, nuts, and scratching. He informs me that a packet of nuts and a packet of scratching is called a scratching nut combo, apparently. So we'll be looking forward to that later on. But for now, let's take a quick look at the profile picture of our next live act this evening. And I can tell you that there is only one thing better than a profile picture of the gorgeous Lynne Reynolds. I'm just looking across the studio here to make sure she hasn't got a tuner on that flipping guitar, which she hasn't. No violations in the studio. We are going to go live. We can see Lynn's water bottle thing. The pink thing at the bottom of the screen is a water bottle. She's just moving it now. Anyway, let's have some love and likes for the lady herself, Lynne Reynolds.
Hello, everybody. It's absolutely fabulous to be here. And actually, I'm in the middle of a bit of a fantasy, I have to say, although apparently I've got to keep my voice down so that Joe's family doesn't hear. But I'm here with Joe and Sam, all on my own, together with just them. It's very exciting. So the door may close later and the room may get a little steamy. That's a lot of sniggering. So apparently I'm going to sing you a song, and then I'm going to update you on the latest total for Ballsbridge. So just try not to knock the guitars. So I'm going to do one of my favourite songs of the moment, a nice up-tempo song, not written by me, but written by Little Big Town. Loving you is revelation, baby, there's no measure to your worth, and it's your love that I'll follow where it takes me, even to the ends of the earth. I would ride across the mesa to the Arizona plains, sail beyond the shores of Cisco Beach. I'd go down the Mississippi to the land of hurricanes, and I'd climb the hills of Tennessee. If that's where you are, that's where I'll be. Stop talking, men. I can hear you. Loving you is sweet salvation. Baby, I have seen the other side, and it's your love that makes me, so I'll follow where it takes me, even to the great divide. I would ride across the mesa to the Arizona plains, sail beyond the shores of Cisco Beach. I'd go down the Mississippi to the land of hurricanes, and I'd climb the hills of Tennessee. If that's where you are, that's where I'll be. Oh, without you I'm only drifting to a place that I'm not living. Without you I'm a heart without a home. I would ride across the mesa to the Arizona plains, sail beyond the shores of Cisco Beach. I'd go down the Mississippi to the land of hurricanes, and I'd climb the hills of Tennessee. If that's where you are, that's where I'll be. That's where you are, that's where I'll be. Thank you, men. Thank you. No, I'm not going to do more, but what I do need to do is to thank you once again for your generosity. Pip is actually away at the moment, having a well-deserved holiday. But as I understand it, the total of the money that's been coming in for Borsbridge is now just under £6,000, which is absolutely fabulous. So thank you so much, everybody. Yeah. And I hope you're all looking forward to the live festival next year in 2022. Over to you, Joe.
Wonderful Lynne Reynolds there, live from the studio. Absolutely fantastic, Lynne. And apologies for keeping on the profile picture a little bit too long there, but Lynne was getting herself dressed, so I thought that I wouldn't shock the audience with that. And we're going to be doing some dirty snacking. I'm going to have my one drink of the week before too long. Let me also say good evening to Hilary Ward, the lovely Hilary Ward, the lady with the perfect pitch, is going to be hosting the FolkOclock Zoom session next week. There is an event on the FolkOclock group page, so do sign up for that, and I'm sure you'll have a wonderful evening. Right, our next act this evening, Cheryl's finished doing her song. I can tell because she's quaffing down a nice glass of red there on the sofa. She's got her schoolmistress glasses on as well. Cheers, Cheryl. Hold on a minute. Cheers. Peace, lemon and ginger tea. Apparently it's good for you. Tastes like shit. Anyway, let's have a look at the profile picture for our next act this evening. Let's get me off the screen and let's have a little look at the profile picture. It is, of course, Andy Lavery, and Andy Lavery appeared live on the Borsbridge Online Festival. Now, he performed a song, a self-penned song, and that song was called Tripping on Air, and basically written about the experience of having multiple sclerosis, which is what the Borsbridge Festival is all about, to raise charity for that. I think it's a fantastic song, and I invited Andy over to record it here in the FolkOclock studio, and I'm delighted that he agreed. So this is a video recording of Tripping on Air. Let's see some support, love and likes for Andy Lavery.
Is there a moment in an ordinary day when you wonder if things may never be the same way? When you stumble on nothing, or things just don't feel right? Are you shaking your head to help clear your sight? And you try to dismiss the thought that you fear as a funny old turn which will soon enough clear, until the evidence gathers and they give it a name. The letters that mean life won't be the same. Try to imagine, try to feel yourself there, typing with gloves on, tripping on air. How must it feel when the threat to your health comes from your body attacking itself, and the current that flows through your nerves slows each day as the sheath which protects it is melted away? How'd you live with the symptoms, the fog in your brain, the tiredness, the stiffness, the weakness, the pain? How'd you smile when insult to injury adds still, as well-meaning friends tell you you don't look ill? Try to imagine, try to feel yourself there, typing with gloves on, tripping on air. Would I find your courage to battle the gloom of having to measure my life out in spoons, and at each day's end to wonder perhaps if I'll wake to remission of fear of relapse? So don't judge too quickly, be kind if you find someone unsteady of movement or uncertain of mind. Consider the invisible cause, at least try, for there but for fortune go you and I. Try to imagine, Try to feel yourself there, typing with gloves on, tripping on it, tripping on it, tripping on it.
How wonderful was that? We got Lynn in the background here, you see. She doesn't know how the whole camera thing works. Give us a wave, Lynn. We could all see Lynn in the studio in the background. There is an official chair over that side, but it's cool. We don't mind because it is a live show, and it just proves that it's a live show.
I know my place.
Andy, it's not in the quiet corner. Andy Lavery, I was really, really delighted that you came over, and I'm sure you're pleased with the video, and I'm sure everybody thought it was fabulous. A quick shout out and a hello to my folk crush. Sue Graves is with us. Thank you, Sue, for joining us. Very much appreciated. What else have we got going? I think we are going to go back to Ivey Media for our next 2 questions of this evening for the folk quiz. Make sure that you are trying to answer these questions. John is telling everybody to shut up in the background. It's lovely. I love a live show. We can see it all happening. John, I'm coming to you. Let's go to Ivey Media for the next 2 questions. Come in, John.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I'm pleased to say we had some great answers to the first round of questions. I'm just looking at the list. It is game on indeed. We've got a whole bunch of correct answers, so I'm looking forward to hearing your results from this next set of questions. So we're on to questions 3 and 4. I thought number 3 was difficult, but my experts in the studio here seem to get it immediately. Scottish seemed to help. Scottish singer, and she had the album Fault Lines, which received a BBC award, and followed up by an album Scribbled in Chalk. And I was listening to that today, and that was an absolutely fantastic album. As I say, she won a BBC Folk Award for, it was back in 2005, but she is clearly a very capable lady. So who is she? Is she Julie Fowlis? Is she Karine Polwart? Or is she Rose Kemp? Let's see what your answers are to that one. I would have thought that was really difficult, but I'm sure some of you will get it. Then the next one is a Barnsley singer, in fact. And she's produced some fantastic albums, including Underneath the Stars and Little Lights, again, going back to 2001 and 2003. She combines her own folk material with traditional folk songs. And her husband, in fact, was an important member of her band, and again, received awards from BBC Radio 2. So, am I talking about Kate Rusby? Am I talking about Stella Rigby? Or am I talking about Donna Rugeley? Those are your 3 choices. I look forward to seeing your answers in the comments box. And I think it's back to you, Joe.
Let me turn on my microphone. They are messing around. We've got flipping Hinge and Bracket both in the background now. Sam White and Lynne Reynolds fighting over who is going to be doing.
They say our love will pay the rent before it's earned. Our money's always spent.
Ace, absolutely ace. Pitch perfect. Who is going to be doing tonight's raffle, which is not too far away. So, trying to ignore the rowdy crowd in the back of the studio, we are going to get ready for our next live performance this evening. He's a great guy, and he's been coming over regularly, and we've been practicing songs together. So it's been a really It's been very good for me. I'm not so sure how good it's been for Reg, but it's been fantastic for me because I'm learning a lot. The most of what I'm learning is the discipline of performing along with somebody else. Are they making stupid faces in the background? I should bring them into focus, shouldn't I, so you can see them. Right, let's have a look at the profile picture of Uncle Reg Pearce. Here he is, Reg Pearce, looking fine there, looking like a good, strong guy. And we are going to have a couple of songs from you, Reg, and we are going to go live over to the other side of Fleet. Come in, Reg.
Hi there, Joe. Can you hear me well?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Lovely. Good evening, everybody. It's a big pleasure to be back with you all again on FolkOclock. This is quite an elite group, you know. They don't let just anybody in. I'm going to do 2 songs for you tonight. And the first one is a new one to me, but it's been around for years. But it's by Willie Nelson, but written by Chris Christopherson. See what you think of this one. Was it wonderful for you? Was it holy as it was for me? Did you feel the hand of destiny that was guiding us together? You were young enough to dream. I was old enough to learn something new. I'm so glad I got to dance with you for a moment of forever. Sometimes when you're crying, you're happy. And sometimes you're just crying. I know. And come whatever happens now, ain't it nice to know that dreams still come true? I'm so glad that I was close to you for a moment of forever. Sometimes when you're crying, you're happy. Sometimes you're just crying. I know. Come whatever happens now, ain't it nice to know that dreams still come true? I'm so glad that I got close to you for a moment of forever. I'm so glad that I got close to you for a moment of forever.
Nice. Ooh. Go on, Reg.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. And this next one, a lot of you will recognise from the Folk Club. It's one of our favourite old sing-alongs, and it's by Tom Paxton. Please do join in at home. I'll probably be able to hear you. It's a lesson too late for the learning, made of sand, in the winking of an eye my soul is turning, in your hand, are you going away with no word of farewell? Will it be not a trace left behind? I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. You got reason reasons aplenty for going. This I know, this I know. And the weeds have been steadily growing. Please don't go, please don't go. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. As I lie in my bed in the morning, without you, without you, every song in my breast dies a morning. Without you, without you. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind. Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be not a trace left behind? I could have loved you better, didn't mean to be unkind. You know that was the last thing on my mind.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, guys.
Awesome, Reg.
Thank you, thank you.
The fantastic Uncle Reg there from the other side of Fleet. Two beautiful songs. We were singing loud in the studio. In fact, I think my neighbours might start complaining because they have young kids who have to sleep and we've got all the doors and windows open. Lynn is dirty snacking in the corner. Dirty Lynn is dirty snacking in the flipping corner. Sam bought these jalapeno and cheese crisps, 3 packets of them, and I have to say they are fiery, fiery hot. I'm going to have my 1 drink a week just to cool me down. Right. So I had the great pleasure of catching up with and meeting for the first time. Now, this is a strange thing. I got to meet somebody. How would I describe this? It was like meeting an old friend that you've never met. That sounds odd, doesn't it? I got to meet superstar Steve Selwood. And it was it was my pleasure, Steve. I can see that you're out there this evening. I was absolutely delighted I got to meet you, and that you came over to the studio with another friend of ours. And I got you to do some what I think guitarists call noodling. Played a couple of songs, so we are going to hear from Steve Selwood later this evening. But I thought I would just take a minute to play this song before we start the raffle. It's not even a song. It's just a bit of... They just made it up as they were going along. The real reason I'm playing is because Mike Baker was playing my guitar, and it is the best it's ever sounded. So, just before we get to the raffle... and I'm hoping Rafflemeister Sam White or Lynn are going to be ready for that in a minute. But for now, have a little listen to this. Mike Baker and Steve Selwood. the fabulous Mike Baker and Steve Selwood, jamming, I think they call it, jamming in the studio last week. It was really great, and I'm sure everybody enjoyed that. Let me look at the comments. Yeah, fantastic. Excellent comments. Right, it's that exciting time of the evening. We're going to have a quick look at the winners from the last raffle and music quiz. I can hear Lynne and Sam giggling behind me. I daren't look round. So from show number 39 was Sherryl Payne. Sherryl, you were the winner of the last raffle. So I must owe you another bottle of fizz. It seems to be a regular thing. And the last music quiz winner was Mr. Steve Selwood. So just in case anybody's not following what's on the board here, the green means that they've had their prizes and the white means that they haven't. Now, I delivered a bottle of fizz to Alan and Patricia Webb the other day. So I dropped it on their doorstep because I was in a bit of a hurry. And I got a lovely message today from Pat to say that they've been away for a little while on a little holiday and that they were very pleased with their FolkOclock bottle of Prosecco. So I don't know whether you're out there with us this evening, Pat and Alan, but lots of love from the FolkOclock team. Right, we are going to go live now to the other side of the room to our raffle meister. Come in, Mr. Sam White.
Oh. Good evening, everybody. I hope you're all very well. I'm just here enjoying a special moment with my fellow raffle colleague. And someone's going to get lucky tonight, which is a fantastic thing. I suspect there might be more than one person going to get lucky tonight. But I'm speaking very specifically about someone that will win a bottle of Prosecco tonight. We don't know how we're going to pick the winner. So we're going to have to come up with something innovative. And the best way to do that tonight is for you to make lots of comments in the chat about how much you enjoy the show. What do you think of the audio-visual quality from John Ive this evening and the hosting of Joe McBurney, the master? Make your comments, and we're going to pick a winner at random. So after the break, we're going to come back and we're going to pick a winner at random. So back to you in the same studio, Joe.
Right, we're not gonna come back to me. We're going to look at the profile picture of our next performer this evening. Thank you, Sam and Lynne, I guess, because it was a bit of a joint effort there. Lynne's great. I think you put your back out there. So Cameron Brown. Now, it was just over a year ago. In fact, I think it was a year and a month ago that I had the pleasure of visiting Cameron Brown to record in his beautiful garden. It was really good. And I was thinking about it the other day when Facebook reminded me, as it does, of everything you do. And I thought, yeah, I'd quite like to play that again. It's a great Tom Lehrer song from 1959. It is, of course, Masochism Tango. Don't be getting excited, guys. They're giggling in the background here. Let's have some appreciation for Cameron Brown performing Masochism Tango.
I ache for the touch of your lips, dear, but much more for the crack of your whips, dear. You can raise welts like nobody else as we dance to the Masochism Tango. Let our love be a flame, not an ember. Say it's me that you want to dismember. Blacken my eyes, set fire to my tie as we dance to the Masochism Tango. At your command, before you hear us stand, my heart is in my hand, it's here that I must be. My heart entreats, just hear those savage beats, and go put on your cleats, and come and trample me. Your heart is hard as stone or mahogany. Why I'm in such exquisite agony. My soul is on fire, it's aflame with desire, which is why I perspire when we tango. You caught my nose in your left castanet, love. I can feel the pain yet, love, every time my hair drums. And I envy the rose that you put through your teeth, love, with the thorns underneath, love. sticking into your gums. Your eyes cast a spell that bewitches. The last time I needed 20 stitches to sew up the gash that you made with your lash as we danced to the masochism tango. Bash in my brain and make me scream with pain and kiss me once again and say we'll never part. I know too well that underneath your spell, oh darling, if you smell something burning, it's my heart. Take your cigarette from its holder and burn your initials in my shoulder. Fracture my spine and say you'll be mine as we dance to the masochism tango.
Cameron Brown there with Masochism Tango, 1959 Tom Lehrer song. I'm a little bit out of breath because at the last...
Don't tell him, Joe. Don't tell him.
At the last minute, I realised that I only had 1 minute to go and get my one drink a week, Doom Bar Zero. I think they call this old Blue Eyes, Doom Bar, Doom Bar, Doom. Anyway, the old ones are the old ones. So I just had enough time to go and get my drink, and we are going to find out who is this week's raffle winner. Hold on to your seats, guys. We are going to go back to that ladies' man. He used to be the milk tray man. He does raffles now. He's definitely fallen from grace a little bit, but it is the wonderful Sam White. He looks relaxed. It must have been the Lawn Ranger. Jesus, I've just realised the T-shirt. Sam, you're an embarrassment. Tell us who's won the flipping raffle, will you?
Well, Joe, the truth is, at this point in the proceedings, of course we don't know, because as always, it's always a scientific process, and we're going to be picking a winner at random. All I can tell you, it is incredibly hot here in the studio tonight, and it's just getting hotter and hotter all the time. So I'm going to pick a winner at random, and all those comments, we're going to pick somebody from the fantastic comments. And the winner tonight is, well, it's one of my absolute favourites.
Is it me?
It's not Lynne. This is somebody who joins us every week from, again, one of my favourite countries in the whole world. So, and that's not England, by the way. It is the winner tonight, all the way from the lovely Germany. It's Doris. Well done, Doris. You're the winner. Congratulations.
It's all gone very loud in the green room.
Come over to my place.
Fantastic. Doris, you were brilliant at Ball's Bridge, and I'm delighted. In fact, I have my pen, my Schaefer pen here, so we're going to put Raffle Doris. That sounds like your next week's prize, doesn't it? No, Raffle Doris Riebe.
Schaefer.
And we are going to hear from Doris. Lynn's nicking the pen here now. So I'm going to pour myself a drink, but before I do that, I'm going to just check a little bit of technology here, and it looks to me like it's working. So we are going to take a look at the profile picture of our next live performer this evening. It is the man. Let me just see his profile. It's the man who is responsible for getting me involved in the local folk scene. Of course, my good friend, Mr. Peter Ivey, and he is performing live this evening over at Ivey Tech Media. I'm very much looking forward to this. So we are going to go live all the way across to the other side of Fleet. Come in, Mr. Peter Ivey. Come in, Mr. Peter Ivey.
Evening, everyone, and well done, Doris. This is the first song I'm going to play this evening. Has got a sort of, there's a slight German connection to it because it reminds me of the Bader-Meinhof gang, and it's about it's a female terrorist, and it's called Pavan by Richard Thompson. Pavan, cold steel woman, Pavan. How do you love a woman with eyes as cold as the barrel of her gun, who's never missed her mark on anyone. Pavan, Pavan, Pavan. Casino doors swing open, the rich men raise their eyes. They say, who is this beauty, as elegant as ice? And later there's an accident, another chargé d'affaires is lying in a pool of blood, no witness anywhere. And they say she was 100 miles away. The hotel porter saw her climb the stairs, and the maid with trembling hands knows what to say. When the judge says, are you sure? I'm sure, she swears. Pavan, cold steel woman, Pavan. How do you love a woman with eyes as cold as the barrel of her gun, who's never missed her mark on anyone? Pavan, Pavan, Pavan. At the presidential palace, 1,000 people saw His Excellency leave the car, but never make the door. The blood flows from his fingers as he clutches at the stain. He staggers like a drunken man, lies twisted in the rain. And they say she grew up well provided for. Her mother used to keep her boys for sure, and her father's close attention led to talk. She learned to stab her food with a silver fork. Pavan, cold steel woman, Pavan. And they say she didn't do it for the money, and they say she didn't do it for the man. They say that she did it for the pleasure of the moment. Pavan, cold steel woman, Pavan. How do you stop this woman when everyone is moving in a trance, like prisoners of some slow courtly dance? Pavan, 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 Pavan. Thank you. Little retuning required now. Yeah, that was Pavan by Richard Thompson, off an album, I think late 70s album called First Light, I think. And I'm going back to the chap that I'm reading his biography now, Tom Waits. This is a track off of the first album I ever bought of from Tom Waits. And I remember going into the old-fashioned record shop in Germany. It was. I was in Flensburg, and with some German friends, and I put the album Rain Dogs on, and I'd never heard anything like it before, and I thought, this is fantastic. And this is a track off of that album called Jockey Full of Bourbon. What I need really is Stuart or Mike with a whip, a bull whip in the background on this, but we couldn't find one. Right, Jockey Full of Bourbon. Dutch pink and a downtown train. $2 pistol, but the gun won't shoot. Comes in the corner in the pouring rain. 16 men on a dead man's chest. And I've been drinking from a broken cup. I wear the pants and a mohair vest. I'm full of bourbon and I can't stand up. Hey little bird, fly away home. Your house is on fire, your children are alone. Hey little bird, fly away home. Your house is on fire, your children are alone. Schiffer broke a bottle on Morgan's head. And I've been stepping on the devil's toe. Across the stripes of a full moon's head. Through the bars of a Cuban jail. Bloody fingers on a purple knife. A fringo drinking from a cocktail glass. I'm on the lawn with someone else's wife. Can't admire the view from on top of the mast. Hey little bird, fly away home. Your house is on fire, your children are alone. Hey little bird, fly away home. Your house is on fire, your children are alone. Yellow sheets on a Hong Kong bed. Stacey Born horn on a Singerland ride. To the carnival is what she said. $100 makes it dark inside. Edna Million in a drop-dead suit. Dutch pink on a downtown train. $2 pencil, but the gun won't shoot. I'm in the corner in the pouring rain. Hey little bird, fly away home. Your house is on fire, your children are alone. Hey little bird, fly away home. Your house is on fire, your children are alone. Thank you. Cheers. That was Jockey Full of Bourbon. Back to the studio, I think.
How fantastic was that? Mr. Peter Ivey. Two fabulous songs, quite different songs as well. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. And the audio and the video quality, Peter, makes it all the more enjoyable. Yeah, so we're having a great time, and I have to say, if I don't think Helen's with us this evening, but Sue is with us this evening, and Lynn and Sam talk almost as much as you and Helen did, which isn't a bad thing. It isn't a bad thing. Anyway, we are actually going to go back to Ivey Tech Media. No, we're not. We're not at all. Now there you go. We are going to go live. Let's have a look at the profile picture. We can see people in the green room reaching for guitars. It is, let me look at the profile picture of tonight's raffle winner, the lovely, our favourite Doris Riebe from all the way from Germany. Woohoo! Come on, Doris. And Doris is going to do a song for us this evening. I think, Doris, I think you're ace. And I know there's another song in the pipeline that I got to hear a preview of yesterday. And I think we're going to be having Doris back on the show very soon, as soon as Doris is happy to share it with us. In the meantime, let's have lots, and I mean lots, of love and likes for the delightful Doris Riebe. Come on, Doris.
Hi, everyone. Thanks, Joe. And yeah, hey, what a great target we had with a MS Therapy Center. Great, nearly £6,000. Congratulations. And yeah, the song I will do tonight is a traditional one from 1856. And please join in the chorus if you know it. I'm sure about that. It's traditional song, and I heard a wonderful version from Alison Krauss, and it's now my version of Down in the River to Pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown, good Lord, show me the way. Oh, sisters, let's go down, come on down. Oh, sisters, let's go down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the robe and crown, good Lord, show me the way. Oh, brothers, let's go down, come on down. Oh, brothers, let's go down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown, good Lord, show me the way. Oh, fathers, let's go down, come on down. Oh, fathers, let's go down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the robe and crown, good Lord, show me the way. Oh, mothers, let's go down, come on down. Oh, mothers, let's go down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the starry crown, good Lord, show me the way. Oh, sinners, let's go down, come on down. Oh, sinners, let's go down in the river to pray.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And back to you, Joe.
Let's have another round of applause. Fantastic, Doris. Absolutely wonderful. We were singing along in the studio here. We've nearly finished our crisps, and as you're still there in the green room, Doris, cheers and good health to everybody. I hope everybody is keeping well and safe, and we'll be back in the clubs before long, I think. That's the only time I shut up, is when I'm eating or drinking. Anyway. Right, what have we got going on? Annie Lendon is with us this evening. Good evening, Annie. Foot tapping stuff. Jean Orford says, well done, Doris. Absolutely fabulous. Who else have we got online here? I do like looking through all the comments. Peter Barnsley, good evening. Peter Crutchfield is with us. Fabulous. Yeah. Susan Dalton's with us. Susan, if you're listening, I think there's a plan hatching to get the Dalton gang in the studio for a live performance. Hold on to your seats, folks. That will be a future delight for everybody, so let's make that happen. Right, we are going to go back across to iTech Media. I'm going to give John half a minute while he finishes his crisps, because we're spying on him. We're spying on him now, because he... Now, I can easily talk for another half a minute, John. Don't panic. I expect that's Peter Ivey dirty snacking in your studio, because he's a bandit. He talks and snacks through everything. But he's a great guy. So, John, it's always a pleasure. Let's find out what our final question is this evening on tonight's music quiz. Come in, John Ive.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back for, as Joe says, the final question. Yes, you caught me out having my sandwiches, but that's okay. I hope you enjoyed Peter's set. We were playing with the levels a little bit at the beginning of his first song, but it was sounding pretty good to me, certainly throughout the second song. So I hope you enjoyed that. So, our final question, and before I get to that, I just say that we've got several people in the running for a prize tonight, so it all hangs on this final question, and I think it is actually quite an easy final question. So, I'm delighted to move on to question number 5. So, this comes back to another famous group, Steel Eye Span, and we're looking for the lead singer. This has got to be easy. Who is it? The only clue I'm going to give you, because we've talked about her before, is that she teamed up with June Tabor as the Silly Sisters, and June Tabor is one of my favourites, to be honest. But the game is on with, is it Maddie Pryor, Sandy Denny, or Jackie McShee? Those are the 3 options, and as I said, we've got at least 5 or 6 people in the running for a prize tonight, so it all hangs on this last question. So before I hand you back to Joe, let me very quickly go through the questions. I need my notes just to remind me. Legion Leaf was voted top album. Who was the lead singer? Was it Sandy Denny, Christine Perfect, or Maddie Pryor? A British singer-songwriter for number 2, had a wide range of styles. Father wrote Dirty Old Town, which I'm told is the giveaway, and her big hit came with the Pogues. Was it Frazee Ford, was it Trish Klein, or was it Kirsty McCall? Question number 3, a Scottish singer. Album Fault Lines and BBC Folk Award, and a follow-up album called Scribbled in Chalk. I've been listening to both of those today. They are absolutely amazing albums. But is the singer Julie Fowlis, Karine Polwart, or Rose Kemp? Then question number 4 was albums Underneath the Stars and Little Lights. Husband and band member was an important part of it, and she was voted the best live act in 2006 BBC Radio 2 Awards. Underneath the Stars and Little Lights were albums that she produced. Was it Kate Rusby, Stella Rigby, or Donna Rougeley? And once again, that final question, Steel Eye Span lead singer, was it Maddie Pryor, was it Sandy Denny, or Jackie McShee? As I said, game on. I'm looking forward to seeing your answers and announcing the winner very soon. But for now, back to you, Joe, and more music.
Wonderful. Thank you, John, over there at IveTech Media. 5 great questions there. And aren't we having a wonderful, wonderful evening? I'm going to quick shout out. Anne Isles is with us this evening. Good evening, dancing girl. We've also got the mighty Quinn. John Quinn is with us this evening, and Colin Bailey of the Bailey Beat. Big on the music scene. And we're going to have our next live act this evening. He did a great job in the raffle. Let's have a look. I must have a profile picture of him. I'm sure I have, and I'm sure you'd rather be looking at him than me. There he is, every girl's pin-up, the wonderful Sam White, in the studio there with Laurel and Hardy behind his head. We're going to have a couple of songs from Sam this evening. He looks ready. He looks confident. Lynn?
I thought he looked ready earlier, actually, but he wasn't.
Anyway, before it gets completely out of control, let me introduce, let's have some Luggen likes. How many are? Halfway through the drink. Let's have some love and likes for my good friend, Mr. Sam White. Come in, Sam.
Thank you, Joe. It always feels funny being handed over to in the same studio, but I hope you're all having a good evening. The first song I'm going to play is one that I just heard on FolkOclock during lockdown. Actually, I'd never heard it before, and now it is one of my absolute top 10 favourite Irish folk electric guitar songs about shutting factories. So I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. So. I'm an ordinary man, nothing special, nothing grand. I've had to work for everything I own. I never asked a lot, I was happy with what I've got. Enough to keep my family and my home. Well, now they say the times are hard, and they've handed me my cards. They say there's not the work to go around. And when the whistle blows and the gates finally close, tonight they're gonna shut this factory down, and they'll tear it down. I never missed a day nor went on strike for better pay. For 20 years I've served them best I could. Now with a handshake and a check, it's so easy to forget the loyalty through the bad times and the good. Well, the owner says he's sad to say that things have got so bad, but the captains of industry won't let him lose. And he still drives a car, and he smokes his cigar, and still he takes his family on a cruise. He'll never lose. Oh well, now it seems to me such a cruel irony. Well, he's richer now than he ever was before, and now my cheque is spent and I can't afford the rent. There's one roll for the rich, one for the poor. Well, every day I've tried to salvage some of my pride, to find some work so I can pay my way. But everywhere I go, oh, the answer's always no. There's no work for anyone today, no work today. Oh well, and so condemned to stand, just an ordinary man, like thousand beside me in the queue. And I watch my darling wife try to make the best of life. Oh, and God knows what the kids are gonna do. And now that we're faced with this human waste, a generation cast aside, well, as long as I live, oh, I never will forgive. You've stripped me of my dignity and pride. You've stripped me bare. You've stripped me bare. You've stripped me bare. Thank you.
Sing us another. What do you do?
Lovely song.
So the next one I'm going to try is a little bit more up to date. In fact, I think it was released about 3 months ago, so this is straight off of the hit parade.
Crikey.
This time I'll try and stop my glasses falling down my nose.
Would you like me to hold it for you, Sam?
It's getting very hot in here. Yeah.
Saw you dancing in a crowded room. Look so happy when I'm not with you. Then you saw me, took you by surprise. Single teardrop running from your eye. I wanna know why I ran away. I'll make you cry when I ran away. Take me back 'cause I wanna stay. Save your tears for another. Save your tears for another day. Save your tears for another day. You could have said that I broke your heart. Could have told me that you fell apart. You walked by me like you didn't care. Just pretended that I wasn't there. I wanna know why I ran away. I'll make you cry when I ran away. Take me back 'cause I wanna stay. Save your tears for another. Save your tears for another day. Save your tears for another day. Made you think that I would always stay. Said some things that I should never say. You broke my heart the way that I did mine. Now you won't love me for a second time. I wanna know why I ran away. I'll make you cry when I ran away. Take me back 'cause I wanna say. Save your tears for another. Save your tears for another day. 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 Save your tears for another day.
Yay, how beautiful, 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 beautiful.
We love you, Sam.
Thank you.
The fabulous Mr. Sam White. How beautiful was that? That was such a sweet voice, Sam. That was fantastic. Really, really lovely. And I took the liberty of putting headphones on to have a real proper close listen to it while he was performing. Absolutely fantastic. Or at least that's what I tell him. What I was doing is listening to the football. But anyway, yeah, it was absolutely brilliant. Sam, what a performance. We've had some special people tonight, and it's been an absolute pleasure. I'm just going to have a quick look here because we have got a couple of likely lads waiting in the wings. Are they smiling? They are smiling. These guys are great. We're going to have a look at the profile picture of. Now, I don't think we all know who these guys are. They are local celebrities. And we've seen them individually live, I believe, but I think this is the first time that we will have had them live together on the FolkOclock Show. Absolutely delighted. Clearly, you can see the profile picture now of Mr. Guitar himself, Mike Baker, with Mr. Baritone Stuart Tester. They are over at Ivey Media. With John Ive, and they are going to be performing a couple of songs live with us this evening. It is my great pleasure to introduce Mike Baker and Stuart Tester. Come in, guys. Stuart Tester, come in, guys.
Hi guys, good evening everybody, nice to be with you. Mike and I thought that knowing that we were going to be in Ivey studio with the great Peter Ivey, the least we could do was to do a Richard Thompson song since he's such a fan of Richard Thompson. So with due deference to Peter Ivey, this is a song that Richard wrote, but actually the version I like best is by Bonnie Raitt.
Oh, no.
So, so this is it.
This old house is falling down around my ears. I'm drowning in a river of my tears. When all my will is gone, you hold me sway. I need you at the dimming of the day. You pull me like the moon pulls on the tide. You know just where I keep my bed aside. What days have come to keep us far apart? A broken promise or a broken heart. Now all the bonny bells have wheeled away. I need you at the dimming of the day. Come the night, you're only what I want. Come the night, you'll be my confidant. I see you on the street in company. Why don't you come and ease your mind with me? I'm living for the night we steal away. I need you at the dimming of the day. I need you at the dimming of the day.
Thank you. It's an added attraction of being in the Ivey studio that halfway through your song, Lottie, John's dog, wanders in and takes one look at you and thinks, nah, and walks straight out again. So,
more interested.
yeah, she's obviously got more interesting things like a bone or a toy to play with. And I can't blame her, quite honestly. So our other song tonight is one that we've never done before. So it's a little new thing for us, made famous by a man called Mr. Rod Stewart.
I can tell by your eyes you've probably been crying forever. And the stars in the sky don't mean nothing to you, they're a mirror. I don't wanna talk about it, how you broke my heart. If I stay here just a little bit longer, if I stay here, won't you listen to my heart. Oh, my heart. If I stand all alone, will the shadows hide the colour of my heart? Beat for the tears, black for the nights, fear the stars in the sky don't mean nothing to you, they're a mirror. I don't want to talk about it, how you broke my heart. If I stay here just a little bit longer, if I stay here, won't you listen to my heart? Oh, my heart. I don't wanna talk about it, how you broke this old heart. If I stay here just a little bit longer, if I stay here, won't you listen to my heart? Oh, my heart, my heart. Oh, my heart.
Hey. Back to you in the studio, Joe.
Absolutely fantastic. Mike Baker and Stuart Tester over there at Ivey Media. We've had a fantastic show so far this evening. The quality of all of our performance has been absolute. We're going for a massage now. What is it? What's the line in Jonathan Molyneux's song? Happy endings that make good dreams. It was something like that. Anyway, right. Quickly moving on. We're going to find out who is this week's quiz winner, and I think he's ready. He's ready. He's totting up. He's looking at all the comments to find out. Are you looking concerned, John? Have we got a winner? Are we ready? Are we coming back or not? Yeah, he's smiling. I think we've got a winner.
Yeah.
I think we've got a winner. Well, we've had one bottle of fizz gone this evening to the lovely Doris in the raffle, and there's another bottle of fizz. In fact, where is that bottle of fizz? We've got lots of it here, and John's got some of it over there. So we're going to find out who is tonight's music quiz winner. Come in, Mr. John Ive.
Well, welcome back. And Joe's making me work really hard because I've been trying to keep things right for you on Stuart and Mike, and then suddenly we've got to do the quiz. But that's fine because I think we're in good shape, and we've had a fantastic quiz tonight. There have been plenty of good answers. Before I tell you the winner, I think probably I have to go through those answers for you. So let me just tee that up and see where we are with the answers. Yes, here we go. So question number one was, I think, a pretty easy one. Who was the lead singer for several of their albums in Fairport Convention, and in particular, my favourite, Legion Leaf? And it was, of course, Sandy Denny. Then question number two, and I'm told that, as I mentioned before, that the fact her father wrote Dirty Old Town was a bit of a giveaway here. She had a wide range of songs, and let me see if I've got any interesting notes here. She sang Fairy Tale of New York with the Pogues. That was it. Fairy Tale of New York was the big hit she had with the Pogues, and that was, of course, Kirsty MacColl. And then we were looking for a Scottish singer, and this was indeed Careen Polwart. And as I said, I've been listening to her albums. They are well worth a listen. If you feel inclined, they're available on Spotify. Question 4 was Underneath the Stars, and let me just read this. Little Lights. A husband who was a band member. And again, question 4, this goes to the Barnsley singer, Kate Rusby. I'm actually amazed as to how many of you got, for me, what I think were quite obscure names, but you did it. But this is certainly not obscure. Still I Span singer was, of course, Maddie Pryor. So those were the 5 answers, and I'm looking at the list here, and I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly 5 people in the running for a win. So how do we choose between them? So we call in a totally independent adjudicator to make, as Sam puts it, a random choice of the names. So please welcome to my side Peter Ivey. Hey, you'll have to duck down, Peter.
I'm available for a fix at any time.
So here's the list.
Yeah.
You've got to close your eyes, and then I will tell you who you have pointed at. Okay, close your eyes and point at the list.
There we go. There.
Oh my God, that's so clear. That is Jan Moncrief. Jan Moncrief is tonight's winner. Jan, sorry. Jan, that's a man's name, isn't it? How bad of me. Jan Moncrief. Hopefully that's the only mistake I make tonight. But Jan, congratulations. It's been a fantastic quiz. And I think, don't we all agree it's been some fantastic music tonight? Yeah.
Hey.
So,
I've got the dog.
A bottle of fizz for you, and back to you, Joe, in the studio.
Fantastic, John. Thank you very much. This week's music quiz with a wonderful winner, a favourite of mine, of course. It's not Jan, it's Jan. Lynn's, we're still dirty snacking. We're on the pork scratchings now. Well, Sam is anyway. I live on salad and figs. Anyway, Jan, the Lady of Lochie is this week's. I'm going to write it down with Lynn stolen my pen. Where's my pen? Right. Let's say quiz. Jan.
We can take it up.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, we should make that happen. Yeah, we should do that.
Let's all go.
And a dozen hugs with it as well. So,
scratching, Sam.
Absolutely. Lynn's dishing them out here in the studio.
Go.
We are going to go on to our next performance this evening. We saw him earlier doing a little bit of guitar noodling with Mike Baker.
Noodling.
And again, it was fantastic to meet Steve Selwood the other week. And I had to take the opportunity to record him performing something over here in the studio. This is his profile picture from when he was about 12. He's a bit older now. He certainly looks a lot older now. And it's a lovely profile picture. Enough of being nice. This is a recording from last week of Steve Selwood in the studio singing what must be probably one of everybody's favourite songs from Richard Thompson. I'm not sure when it was from, what year, but I do know it's about a motorbike from 1952. I love this. Lynn's disappointed. You realise everyone can hear you, Lynn. Lynn was hoping it was going to be Beesweed. No, Persuasion. That's the one Lynn likes. Persuasion. Anyway, Beeswing. This is Richard Thompson's Vincent Black Lightning 1952. Let's see some love and likes for the wonderful guy that is Mr. Steve Selwood.
Red Molly to James, that's a fine motorbike. Oh, a girl could feel special on any such like. Said James to Red Molly, my hat's off to you. Oh, it's a Vincent Black Lightning 1952. And I've seen you on the corners and cafes, it seems. Red hair and black leather, my favourite colour scheme. Then he pulled her on behind, and down to Box Hill they'd ride. Said James to Red Molly, there's a ring for your right hand, but I'll tell you in earnest, I'm a dangerous man. For I've fought with the law since I was 17. I've robbed many a man to get my Vincent machine. But now I'm 21 years, I might make 22, and I don't mind dying, but for the love of you. And if fate should break my stride, then I'll give you my Vincent to Come down, Red Molly, called Sergeant McRae, for they've taken young Games 80 for armed robbery. Shotgun blast in his chest, left nothing inside. Come down, Red Molly, to his dying bedside. When she came to the hospital, there wasn't much left. He was running out of road, he was running out of breath. But he smiled to see her cry, said, I'll give you my Vincent to Said James, in my opinion, there's nothing in this world beats a 52 Vincent and a red-headed girl. Now Triumphs and Nortons and Beezers won't do, for they don't have a soul like Vincent 52. So he slipped her his hand and he slipped her the keys. Said, I've no further use for these. I see angels on aerials in leather and chrome, swooping down from heaven to carry me home. And he gave her one last kiss and died. And he gave her his Vincent to
Go on. Let's have another round of applause in the green room. Absolutely. Mr. Superstar Steve Selwood, Vincent Black Lightning, 1952. And for anybody who doesn't know, it was the most expensive motorbike ever sold in auction in Las Vegas, and it went for just under $500,000, a Vincent Black Lightning 1952. I mean, I could understand if you're paying that much for the red-headed girl in the black leather jeans, but not a motorbike. Anyway, fantastic, Steve. I've said it several times this evening. It was great to meet you, and I do hope I meet you again. Right. We've got our final act waiting in the wings, in the green room, everybody's favourite. Lynn's kicking me now. No, you're our favourite as well, Lynne. You're our favourite as well.
Yeah.
What show would be
I
a
love
show
you, Sam.
without and me? You have to have a great act at the end of a great show, and it has been a great show. We've had some really, really top acts this evening, and we are going to finish with our good friends over from Great Bardfield. Lynn has got the peanuts out now. We've eaten the pork scratchings. We're onto the peanuts now. I do apologise, everybody. Just before we go to Bass and Taylor, who are patiently waiting in the wings, I will give a quick shout out because we have Eddie Colburn in the building. Good evening, Eddie Colburn. Whee! We love you, Eddie. And also we have. Let me get my glasses correct. Who was I thinking of earlier? It is, of course, John Mackenzie, Super John Mackenzie. I hope you are well. Right, let's have a look at the profile picture of the wonderful, and they are really lovely people. I've never met these people, but I've talked to them so much. I love them. I think they are great, and I can't wait to drive all the way to the folk club in Great Bardfield and give them a big hug. But for now, we are going to go live across to the sofa. Which is actually perpendicular to the bookcase. For anybody who remembers the bookcase series, it is, of course, Bass and Taylor, Anna Bass and Ray Taylor. Come in, guys. Yeah.
Hello. That's a big build-up. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I have this fantasy that when we start doing folk nights again, a big contingent from the Borsbridge zone.
We're in.
I don't know, hire a minibus or something.
We'll be there.
And come Yeah, please do. It would be so wonderful.
Come and take over the club. That would be brilliant.
Yeah,
we'll have
fantastic.
a Borsbridge night.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I suppose we better sing a song. What a lovely night it's been. I really enjoy. I can't pick a favourite act. Everyone was fantastic. It's just been really lovely. And oh no. Now we have to do one. Okay, we're gonna start with I don't know. This is actually probably the most recent song that we've written between us. And as usual, Ray wrote the tune and passed it over to me. And I was feeling a bit glum about the state of the country, the government, you know. And so that all came out in a bit of a grim and depressing song.
But we'll soldier on.
Yeah, we've got a happy one afterwards. So here we go.
Once there was a pleasant land. It wasn't particularly rich or grand. Its people lived by kindness, hope and justice. Then one day a voice was heard, a shadow speaking with persuasive words, warning of a danger in its very midst. Lies dressed up as honesty, hatred as integrity, self-fulfilling prophecy, 1984. We were told to fear our friends, that means could be justified by prosperous ends. With sovereignty we'd all be free, unbounded. Somehow we became convinced the grass would be greener if we raised the fence. Never mind who's left behind or stranded. Lies dressed up as honesty, hatred as integrity, self-fulfilling prophecy. 1984. We're finally in 1984.
And that's good.
Baxter Taylor.
Okay, so that was a bit grim. It's interesting that Kate Rusby came up in our quiz tonight. Because we've also just been learning our first, I think, Kate Rusby song. We've sort of been aware of Kate Rusby and known that we liked her. And I was listening to an album of hers in the car on the way home. And I heard this song and I thought, that's just such a cracking song. And it's a song about somebody finding their place in the world. And it might be a physical place, or it might be a place among friends, or it might be the right thing that they're doing with their life. It's not clear from the song, but it's about a homecoming of whatever kind you can imagine. And there's a chorus you can sing along with. And it goes like this. It goes, we'll sing till the morning. We'll sing till the bells they chime. We'll sing till the wandering soul is found. Till the bells they sound. See, I got it wrong. We'll sing till the morning. We'll sing till the bells they sound. We'll sing till the wandering soul is found. And the last chorus, it's we'll sing now the wandering soul is found.
Winter comes around and he knows he is homeward bound. His heartbeat is the only sound he's known. He once lost his way, he knows now that was yesterday. He fell down on his knees to pray for home. We'll sing till the morning, we'll sing till the bells they sound. We'll sing till the wandering soul is found. We'll sing till the morning, we'll sing till the bells they sound. We'll sing till the wandering soul is found.
Learning it, isn't I? Okay.
He's found his way at last. With each turn a new bond was cast. His friends now hold him steady, fast and true. With peace in his eyes, the pain now is up in the skies. With friends near, he sees only skies of blue.
We'll sing.
We'll sing till the morning. We'll sing till the bells they sound. We'll sing till the wandering soul is found. We'll sing till the morning. We'll sing till the bells they sound. We'll sing till the wandering soul is found. It's clearer every day. He knows now he is here to stay. He cares not why he went away so long. The peace in his eyes, he knows he's been here all along. He's smiling as he joins his friends in song. We'll sing till the morning. We'll sing till the bells they sound. We'll sing now the wandering soul is found. We'll sing till the morning. We'll sing till the bells they sound. We'll sing now the wandering soul is found.
Your turn.
We'll sing till the morning. We'll sing till the bells they sound. We'll sing till the wandering soul is found.
All together.
We'll sing till the morning. We'll sing till the bells they sound. We'll sing now the wandering soul is found.
Kate Rosby.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Come on, come on. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much
We
indeed.
miss you, Anna and Ray.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Right. What a fantastic show we've had. I tell you, no, actually, the three of you need to stand over there, and I'm gonna switch the camera on in a minute when we're doing a few thank yous. We're just getting organised in the green room here. We have had an absolutely fantastic evening, and I'd like to say some special thank yous, as it says on the screen there. It really has been great. And we've had a fantastic set of performances this evening. Of course, we kicked off with Gary and Sherryl Payne. We had a beautiful video from James Drury. Lynne Reynolds in the studio with a Ballsbridge update. Well done, everybody, again for that. And a beautiful song from Lynne. We had Andy Lavery and his Tripping on Air song, which was brilliant. Uncle Reg from the other side of Fleet with two lovely songs. Mike Baker noodling guitar jamming with Steve Selwood in the studio. Fantastic. Cameron Brown with Masochism Tango. Peter Ivey and a couple of songs over from Ivtech Media. Doris Riebe from Germany. We've had Sam White in the studio. Woo, the ladies shout. And we've had Mr. Guitar Man Mike Baker and Stuart Tester over at Ivtech Media. A beautiful version of 52 Black Lightning from Steve Selwood, and a fantastic finish from the lovely Anna Bass and Ray Taylor. What a great night we've had. I hope you've had as good a time as we have. They've been misbehaving in the studio all night. We've been dirty snacking and drinking all night. We've had a really great time. Thank you. So thank you again to everybody in the green room and all the live performances. Special thanks to the FolkOclock team. Thank you, everybody, from me. Rafflemeister, Sam White over here in the studio. John Ive.
Hi, Johnny Ive. Thanks, John. No thanks, John. Very good, mate. Thank you.
John Ive over at Ivtech Media. Go on, John. We've been playing around with the technology.
Pay attention, 007.
And we've I do love a live show. We've been pushing the boundaries of the technology, and I'm sure that you saw the difference in the audio and the video quality this evening. So that's all held together. So a big thank you from me, John, and not really an apology, but I can be a proper grumpy bugger at times when things aren't quite working out. But we got there. It all held. It all held. It all held. It's only because I care. Anyway, it all held together fantastically well. We're going to say thank you to Doris, or not thank you, congratulations to Doris. Hey, Doris, our raffle winner.
We'll deliver the Prosecco in 1923.
Our quiz winner, Jan Moncrief, the Lady of Lochlocky. And last but not least, in fact, let's just very quickly, let's have a look over on the other side of the studio. If they can position themselves now, let's have a quick say goodbye to everybody.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Down!
Right. So, the drinks, of course, on FolkOclock, the drinks have been free all night. So, a final thank you, and please don't forget your empty glasses, and we will see you next time. Good night, folks.
Don't forget your empty glasses.
Take your glasses to the bar.
Don't forget your empty glasses. Take your glasses
to the bar.
Take your glasses. Take your glasses. Take your glasses to the bar. Take your glasses to the bar.
The morning sun is blazing, colors fill the sky. What a day for lazing, to watch the world go by.